One moment, please. All right. So continuing on, number 7. Man, I turned you off. Commando. So is that number 7? Hold on. 8, 9, 10. Okay. So here we go. Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I have really no bad things to say about this film. Spoiler alert. I love this movie, man. Commando is an Arnold classic. It's an 80s classic. And it's fantastic. So, the story is that John Matrix, oh god, that's a name, played by Arnold, of course, is living in the middle of freaking nowhere with his daughter, Jenny! And, then these guys come in, and they kidnap Jenny, and they tell John Matrix, you're gonna do this job for us. And if you don't, we're gonna kill your daughter. So, he goes like he's gonna do this job, he kills the guy, jumps off the plane in midair, by the way, because it's Arnold, and vows to get his daughter back. And that's the brunt of the movie, is he's going through these guys to get to his daughter. Along the way, he meets a flight attendant, stewardess, whatever you want to say, played by Radon Chong, and Tommy Chong's daughter, by the way, which I didn't know that because she's African American and he's Chinese American. I don't know, but yeah, so there's some cool scenes. The scene in the mall where he like rips this telephone booth off, throws it, well, getting, I guess the security guards, but the big question about that scene is, why doesn't he say, hey, there are these men, they have my daughter, I just want her help. This man knows these people, he works for these people that have my daughter, help me please. That's all he has to say, but no, he's throwing telephone booths and freaking out. That doesn't help Arnold, doesn't help at all. His daughter, by the way, is played by Alyssa Milano. I like, but yeah, and she's little here, so not that, but I like her later, like in Charmed. That's my Phoebe. But anyway, yeah, and you got classic lines like, you do what we say, we'll give you your daughter, right? Wrong. Bennett, I thought you were dead. No, Canadian. Sorry, to the nostalgia critic, I love that joke. Let off some steam, Bennett. I like you, Sully. That's why I'm going to kill you last. Don't bother. He's dead tired. Don't bother my friend. He's dead tired. Remember, Sully, when I promised to kill you last? That's right. You did. I lied. Fantastic lines. The main villain is played by Dan Hedaya, and that's really the only thing I'm down about. The whole action scene of him trying to get there is fantastic. But he doesn't really do anything. Dan Hedaya's character. Other than, oh, you're going to do this for me or I'm going to kill your daughter. And then during the whole final act when Arnold is on his way there, he sits there in this little compound. He just sits there, waiting. Doesn't do nothing, doesn't grab a gun, doesn't try to get the girl, nothing. He just sits there. Also, Arnold and Speedo, but I'm just saying, there's a scene in this film, and I kid you not, where he's fighting Bill Duke's character. I don't remember the guy's name. But they're fighting in this one room. I eat green berets for breakfast. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, asshole. And he knocks him into this next room where these people are recording themselves having sex. So, yeah, imagine this. You're recording yourself having sex. An Arnold Schwarzenegger person with another guy fighting. Can you imagine? Are you going to erase that? hey, I need to show you something. But I need you to ignore this first part. When we in here fucking, and just kind of fast forward. Look, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. We was just having sex, and look. Just saying. And yeah, explosion helicopters. You got a cameo from Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton, he has a little cameo. That's about it. At this point, Bill Paxton's career, he hasn't. I think he did Weird Science, but other than that, he didn't really start his career, which is unfortunate. And I think the biggest movie he was in was Titanic. Although Frailty is an underrated gem, and you must check it out. I will do a review at some point, but not yet. And yeah, just what else? I like the music, the musical score. Really cool. The opening scene is probably another thing that I question. So the opening scene is showing that these assassins are killing people. Bill Duke and some other guy. They're killing people who were part of Arnold's, group when he was at war. And one of them is Bennett. We clearly see him go in to the boat, then it explodes. So how the hell did he survive? We know he's in on it, but that doesn't make any sense. We see him go on the boat, and then did he jump off the side? And who were they trying? I mean, I know there's some people who question these scenes. Why did this happen? Who would have seen this? Did they have anyone that would know? Like, what, other than tricking us, what was the point? I don't see one. You know what I mean? I just don't. Yeah. So my negatives were, like, the beginning thing with Bennett, Dan Hedaya, and, just a little... It's not really negative, it's nitpicks, really. And another thing I want to mention is there's not really a love interest thing between Arnold and Ray Don Chon in this one. Because, she's a little freaked out about him at first, but then she's like, I'm coming to help you. Here's another one. I just thought of this. So, they need to go get supplies, and Arnold gets this bulldozer to bulldoze through my stretch voice from Casper Speedy Gang. Bulldozer to bulldoze through the building. Okay, now, where did he get the keys for this bulldozer? I want to know. How did he get the keys? Did he hotwire the damn thing? Where did he get the keys? And he goes through and he gets arrested for the weapons. Again, I need these weapons to save my daughter. Someone has kidnapped my daughter, and I need these weapons to help save her. He works with the military, right? He's supposed to work with the military. Say, call this person. And call this person, tell him my daughter was taken. We can work to, why doesn't he say anything? No, he just goes with them quietly, and then Ray Don Chon has to save them with a bazooka that she somehow knows how to, And that's the question to answer. How'd you know how to do that? Did you read the instructions? Okay, But yeah, it's just like, there's a point in this film he could have had help. More help than just him and a stewardess. Alright? Flight attendant, whatever. He could have had more help. Because, all he had to do when the police arrested him was say, hey, I used to work under General so-and-so. Call him, tell him John Matrix needs his help. That's why I broke in to have my daughter. I need his help. Please call him. They'll call him. They'll be a little iffy, but they will, try to check it out. They'll get confirmation. The general will show up, say, whatever you need, I'll give it to you. Let's go. Boom. You cut out a whole 10 minutes out of this film. You gotta add 10 minutes back in, maybe. But I'm just saying, like, it makes more sense. This is really just nitpicking because I love this movie. It's one of my favorite Arnold movies. It's honestly in my top 5 Arnold films of all time. Yes. This is Arnold at his best. 1985, just action-packed, one-liners, explosions, action-packed final battle. Probably the best villain. Really, at the end of the day, it's not really the final villain, though, because he fights off Bennett, and then in that line, let off some steam, Bennett, you know? Bennett almost has an orgasm moment, too. Yeah, I'm gonna kill you! You're gonna die! Just like, oh my god, you know? But if you hadn't guessed it, I do love this movie, and that's why Commando is going, okay, to the moon! That's right. He goes to the moon. He gets a perfect score for me. I love Commando. Let me pick that up. So it's a 10 out of 10. Perfect score. To the moon. There you go. I don't need to, be... Because the only other DVD in here, because I'm saving Showdown Low Tokyo for last. So here we have Into the Blue is the next one I'm going to do with Paul Walker. Probably tomorrow. Probably. Paul Walker, Jessica Alba. Be tomorrow's movie. Full screen. Yeah. Okay, so story with that. When I was younger and we didn't have HD yet, I hated full screen. Or I hated widescreen. Because it looks so weird on a regular TV. You know what I mean? So the full screen fit the entire screen. So that's what I mostly bought. Now, I bought this after HD, but it was at a pawn shop, so I really had no, choice. But, yeah, that's already going to make it tough. But there you go, Into the Blue. So, what are your thoughts on Commando? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.